And in my playbook tonight, the most anti-public education governor in America came to the big city to brag about his record. This afternoon, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker took part in NBC's Education Nation program. Walker's participation in the event drew intense opposition from people in the Badger State. An activist from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, wrote an open letter to NBC's Brian Williams, urging him to question Walker's record. Williams asked Walker about the letter.
Of all the people here today, you were the only governor who was the subject of a social media campaign aimed at us, including this open letter sent to us. I got several copies of this. It's posted on the web, and they all begin, Mr. Williams, I was shocked to learn that you are featuring Governor Scott, quote, teachers are thugs, Walker, on your program. And I'll spare you most of it. Again, you can read it on the web. None of it will surprise you. One paragraph in here reads, Walker cut $1.6 billion from Wisconsin's public education budget over 2 years, even as he passes out tax breaks like candy and increases public funding to private and charter schools. Most districts in the state had to deal with these cuts this year by forcing our top commodity, experienced teachers, into early retirement and get some short-term balance in hiring new, less expensive teachers. Governor, knowing what you know now, having been through what you've been through in Wisconsin, won't this mean for years to come a deeply suspicious, antagonized teacher workforce?
No, I think in the end, and September 1st was a key date for us. September 1, my two sons, Matt and Alex, who go to a public high school in the state of Wisconsin, went back to school just like kids did all across our state. And in the end, what people saw in our schools was, in the most part, they were the same or better.
The same or better? The author of that letter joins us now, Heather Dubois-Bunan. Heather, good to have you with us tonight. What's your response to Governor Walker's answer right there? The same or better after cutting $1.6 billion from the budget?
I'd agree that our schools are the same or better because our teachers are the same and just as good as they always have been, dedicated to the students, dedicated to the education system of Wisconsin, and unlike our governor, actually engaged in the act of education. What is not the same or better, however, is the state of education in Wisconsin and the budgets with which the teachers are forced to negotiate a new way of approaching the struggles they have to face in the classroom every day. They're facing all kinds of cuts across the board, and Walker's refusal to acknowledge those is just disgusting.
Is he trying to abolish public education in Wisconsin?
I don't think he's trying to abolish it entirely, but I think that he is definitely trying to disinvest in it at the expense of the majority of our students, as he invested extremely heavily in private and charter schools.
But how in the world can you make $1.6 billion in cuts and expect to have the same product? How can the people of Wisconsin expect to have the same public school system?
You can't. It's not going to happen, Ed. Making these kind of cuts forces the school districts to compromise so many things in so many ways. And the cost of this on our kids will be seen for a generation to come.
He says that they gave a school district the tools for reform. What is that code for?
Tools is Walker's code for cuts. He talks about tools and he talks about jobs. Scott Walker is a tool job, someone who talks about both things all the time and produces neither.
Will he get recalled, in your opinion?
He'll definitely be recalled, and as soon as possible. I think that he does not have the support of the people of this state, and after writing to him myself for so many months and being ignored and seeing the shocked look on his face as Mr. Williams kindly read him the letter that I wrote, just goes to show that he's not really interested in hearing from his constituents. If your boss sends you an email and you don't reply, your boss sends you 50 emails and you still don't reply, you're fired. Scott Walker works for us, and he's not doing his job.
Heather Dubois-Bunan, thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it very much.